Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you one of my classic go-to looks for maybe a day off or maybe a fancy day at work. I don't typically do a full face of makeup, but these are some of my favorite products that I'm going to show you, and we're going to kind of do a mini get ready with me. So let's get started. First of all, I always do my brows. I use two different products. I use the Benefit Brow Gel, and it comes in this cute little pot, and you can unscrew it, and there is your pomade, and then the top turns into a brush. So I use this to shape my brows a little, and then when I'm done, I finish with the Benefit Give Me Brow, which is, I believe, in shade 4. I think this one's in 3.5 and the Gimme Brow is in 4. And it just has a nice little spoolie, and it gets your brows all nice and straight. So we are gonna go in and do the brows. And I apologize, I don't have a great setup yet. So I'm going to use my palette mirror. I don't have a definite brow shape. So sometimes they're a little wonky, but my natural brows are usually pretty okay by themselves. I just like to give them a little extra something. I have experienced, about 4 years ago, I overplucked to the point where my brows were, one was, had the nice arch and stuff, and the other one was almost a circle, and I had lots of people tell me I looked like I was constantly surprised. So after that, needless to say, I've been very careful with how I do my brows. I usually just lightly pluck, and then I go and get them waxed. Or I have been known to get them threaded. Leave a comment down below and tell me which one you prefer. Or if you just have like those gorgeous brows that you don't have to do anything. Because I am so jealous of people who just grow beautiful brows. Now that I've shapened, just go on top. Ooh, I have a little hair on there. Just go on top and kind of, fluff it out a little. That'll work. And get them all nice and prettied up. So that is what they look like now. And then I just go into my eyes. Usually, I kind of go between what I use as a base. Sometimes I use primer, sometimes I use concealer. Today I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Ivory, because for whatever reason I lost my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and it is an absolute pain. I don't know where it is. I'll have to get online during the Sephora sale and just buy another one. Actually, I've wanted to kind of try their Found Sealer, so maybe I'll try that, but we're gonna kind of use this instead and use our little beauty blender and give ourselves a base. Just kind of, I'd really like to try the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I've heard lots of people online say that it's their favorite thing to use. But right now I am like hardcore focused on the VIB sale at Sephora, and you can't buy MAC products at Sephora. You can only buy them at Ulta, which is totally fine. But right now I'm really close to being a Rouge member. I'm like $256 away, and that probably should not be like my life goal, but you know, it would make me feel like a superhero. I don't know. Okay. So there we have our base. Just gonna wipe the rest of it off of my hand with the beauty sponge. I'm gonna definitely regret that. Okay, so next I'm going to show you one of my favorite palettes. Now I will say I'm coming up with a video soon of my top 5 favorite palettes, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna be using one of my, I'm gonna say top 2. I don't really rate them like 1, 2, 3. It's just the top 5 favorites. Right now, this is probably tied with the Tati palette. I really like that. Yesterday, I actually did a nude look, and I felt really good about myself. And I have been using the neutral palette stuff more often, and she did a very nice formula that is really easy to work with, and I really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to use my Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I got this on the fall Sephora sale, and it was $65. So it's not as expensive as her bigger palettes that are like $129. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It has all of these really nice fall colors. And, oh my God, I forgot the brushes. 1 second. And now we're back. If my head was not attached, I literally would lose it somewhere. And my friends tell me that all the time. So, let's take out some of these powder brushes so I can see what I'm doing. Even though I don't have glasses on, so I can't really see. Okay, so first, I am going to go into this shade here. It's called Morgan. And I am going to put that in my crease. And this is what happens when you don't check to see if you clean the brush first. Because that is definitely not the right shade. But we're going to work with it anyway. Because ultimately, I was going to go for this kind of look anyway. Look at me, just jumping ahead. And it's ironic because I have this Viramona color switch. It's just a nice little coarse sponge-like creature. And you just graze your brush against it and it cleans it, and you can switch to different colors, and it's fantastic. Hello, Nelly. I swear this cat wants to be in every YouTube video. And if she knocks the tripod over again, I'm gonna cry. Not really, but you know. Okay, so I obviously got a darker color because, like I said, I didn't check to see if I had cleaned this or not. In case you need to know, this is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS8 brush. And yes, I do have the whole collection because I'm a nerd. Okay. Next, we're going to go in with, it doesn't say, but it's another Morphe brush. Stay on a theme here. And we are going to go in, well, let's just match my shirt. So we are going to go in with this color, Glory. I absolutely love like maroon and wine colors. Puss puss. That's just kind of what I'm drawn to for my eyes. Kind of like a lot of people see a nude palette and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful browns in here. That's how I feel about more adventurous, especially fall colors. So now I'm going to darken up the edge of my eye with this color called Clove. Do nice little scrubbing circle motions. Why do I feel like being on camera, I'm gonna get a better result than if I was just doing this by myself? Thank you, YouTube. You guys have made me halfway decent. Okay. So, there's that. So now, I am going to go away. I love you from afar. My cat's trying to get to me today. I am going to go into this pretty metallic shade called Poppy. It has a very nice color shift to it. And I actually, one of my favorite things to do, MAC Fix Plus. That was excessive, but it's fine. And I'm going to take it on a Jeffree Star JS10 brush. And we are going to pop this on the lid. Leave me a comment below of what your favorite palette is. I'm always curious to try new things. And if enough people tell me something's good, I tend to go with it. But so far, and maybe it's just because it's fall, this is one of my favorite things in the world. Okay, so now that that is laid down, see, this is what you do. And it just nicely cleans your brush so you can reuse it. I always swatch it on my hand because I don't trust anything I do. Let's go in. I have this lovely jar. This is about half of my brushes, but the other half are big powder brushes. So I took them out. Let's go in with this one. And what do we want to smoke out the bottom with? I'm going to go back in with Clove and do the bottom lash line. This is one of those palettes that I always feel like even if I do something and I'm not super impressed with it, it still looks really good because these colors just all mesh really well together and it makes me very happy. I don't want to say it's a good beginner palette because it is kind of overwhelming with the color story, but I absolutely love it. The colors almost blend themselves. I wish my hair would cooperate today. But it's fantastic. So next, I'm going to go in with eyeliner. We'll see how that goes. My two favorite eyeliners are the Tarte Sex Kitten. You can see it. It's got a little cat face on it. Super cute. And it's just a nice kind of stiffer felt tip. And then my new favorite, which I'm still working on, it still kind of scares me because it's a little bit more flexible than I'm used to, is the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in Because I'm Black. And it also is a felt tip, but it is quite a bit more flexible, but it also is very pigmented, and when I want to really stand out, that is my go-to. So let's see how well this works. I am just barely hugging my lash line because I don't want to take away from that glitter. But I really like how liner, good grief, how liner gives my eyes a dramatic shape, I guess is what I want to say. As long as I don't bump my own hand and mess the whole thing up. So there's that. Just a little bit of liner. Sometimes I do occasionally go underneath my bottom lash line with liner too. I'm not going to today though. Next is my all-time favorite mascara, and this just came out during the summer. I've always been a fan of the Stila Stay All Day mascara. This is the Stila XX Magnum mascara, and this sucker's huge. And like, that's the wand. Like, it looks big on your screen because it is. It's a very big wand, but it gives me length, it gives me volume, it makes me look and feel like I'm wearing false lashes without attempting to do false lashes. And I just think it's fantastic. I will say, I just started, I love trying new mascara, and I had bought, excuse me, I had bought the Urban Decay Naked Perversion mascara, and I kept telling myself I'm not going to open it yet, I'm going to do it when I do a declutter. So I finally did my declutter, and I started using it, and it's very different than my typical mascara because I really like having those spidery looking lashes. So this is perfect for me. The Perversion does like the opposite. It like is very smooth, and it coats each individual lash, and it makes them really like wispy and whimsical, and I also really like that. It's very different than what I'm used to. So depending on what I'm going for, like if I'm just doing a nice nude look for work or something, I typically am going to start using that probably. Whereas this is like, I'm going out with my best friend and I don't know if we'll run into people of the opposite sex. Or, you know, just something, you never know who you'll run into. I want to have some extra va-va-voom. Okay, that might have been a little much. Let's fix this. Even it out. That's the key. Don't take all your makeup off. Just even it out. Okay, so for the final thing, I actually got this in my October BoxyCharm. I'm not a huge lip plumper person. I'm not a huge lip gloss person, but I really liked this. It's a good nude shade. It's kind of a little lighter than I would like, but I like how it's not painful. So this is the Iconic London Plumping Lip Gloss in Nearly Nude. I will say the weird thing about it, see if I can show you when I put it on my lips, is the applicator, the doe foot bends like a lot. Like, I barely touch it and it goes like that. I've never seen anything do that. Now that is obviously a little harder than I do on my lips, but it's just very weird to have a doe foot that moves. So, you know, that's different. If this was like a liquid lip, it would probably infuriate me because you'd be getting product everywhere. I just realized that this side of my hair is fantastic and this side of my hair is fantastic. We're having a good day. But anyway, that is the finished look. Really easy. Only took us a little bit of time. So I hope you had fun. I had fun too with this little get ready with me. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to become part of our family. And I will see you later. Bye.